Good, good morning. If it is, I do good now. So let me tackle this one. So get your cup of coffee ready for your daily mindly musing. So, what a hot night it was. It was so freaking hot you could not sleep. Well, I couldn't sleep. I was burning. So, licky licky ding. So we keep trying to see if we can find a tribe that understands the to do, that we need to do something. So the news that everybody is trying to process, especially in the USA, and you need to be careful when you would like to say that there is no justice at all. I don't think that's the case, but certain people, justice is not really affecting. So I'm not sure if you heard about the news of child molester uh, proven, which is in the case of child molester Ghislaine Maxwell. So it was in the case that she was actively with Jeffrey Epstein molesting these children. So she participated in. That's fact. It is on the videotapes. And now they brought her to a minimum risk security prison, which is not normal or not even allowed for child predators because she is a threat to society, same as Donald Trump, as you can see. What's going on, how people be treated, is not kind. So, evil is manifesting big time. And now she can even go out of prison for work, which means she can say, "Oh, I'm working," and then what? She's only sleeping in prison, or what's the deal? So I think that the true American people need to unite with each other to get rid of the evil in their country. Their country is ruled by reptilians. That's the word that David Icke used. That's also, for example, what Nancy Pelosi was saying. But the whole Senate is complying with this. I had a TikTok post in which I said, like, what's another word for a group of child predators? Senate. So the American people need to have safe haven for children. And do not get distracted by Washington, D.C. Do that. Like, there's nobody there. There is nobody in Washington, D.C. That's what I saw. The problem of what they call homelessness was already taken care of. Actually, a government should be put out of its function when there is one homeless person. And if there are people that cannot live in a house and they want to live in the forest, let them live in the forest peacefully. What I think that this world is turning completely crazy in is in bureaucracy and rules on rules on rules. With losing the effectiveness of how we human beings actually should be guided in life and behave without becoming violent or damaging to others, or even worse. So, certain type of behavior needs to stop. But it seems like the USA is brainwashed into, well, brainwashed and blackmailed into uh, child abuse. I'm not sure if we can talk about this here on TikTok or Twitch. I don't know the community guidelines about it. Um, but yeah, the apps are not holy as well. So feel free to make your own app or go somewhere else. Because as you can see, real people do not get a chance. You need to be fake. And I can fake it. I'm not, I am like the elephant in the porcelain shelf, and I never could. So I do not speak with split tongue, but sometimes I just simply don't know something. So if I start guessing, which I would only do in my mind, but not as information. But no, I think Ghislaine Maxwell should be 24/7 in jail with high security for what she did to children. So I understand the people that say, well, it seems like the world is controlled by psychopath pedophiles. Then also within 10 days, 50,000 children here in the USA missed. So for years, I'm contributing, as you also in the beginning, to a better future of the children. So there was this child in the Philippines that was really, 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 really hungry. And I asked him, "What do you want?" "I want a lot of food." And that's where my mind knew he was very hungry. So I helped out. And people are really hungry, the brain is also not functioning that very well. It's true. And then, for example, the mother needs to work every day. But they had a big family, so I did some management and I sent something, of course, for support. So I send them to the supermarket to buy a lot of food. And since that moment, the little boy is not hungry anymore. But in the Philippines, there are many of these children. I saw somebody on TikTok, but he made a little bit of mistake to bring these children to a fast food chain. That is a no go for me. Bring the children to a good food chain with good food. And that's also what I tell them. Do not eat fast food, especially not when they are going to add nanotechnology, which is already be done. But this nanotech, first you need to understand what nanotechnology is. It's nothing more than similar to colloidal gold or colloidal silver. That's also nanotechnology because it's colloidal, which means nano, little particles. So then somebody was saying, investigating the function of nicotine on nanobots, and it seems that the nanobots were dissolving. Maybe that's why the tobacco prices are running that high. So to have some nicotine plasters or nicotine chewing gum in your medicine cabinet would not be stupid, actually. And of course, nicotine is also a little bit of testosterone booster. But anyways, if that is a temporary solution in the future for certain things, then you can use it. But I need to investigate it and give it more study to know for more sources, more scientists, to understand the truth and the nonsense about it. So that's what somebody else said, and are not my words. I'm only saying I heard it and I'm going to investigate if it's the truth that nicotine was dissolving nanobots. Well, the video was showing it, but how does that work in a human body? So, yeah, what are we going to do? That's the question. What are we going to do about it if everybody solely thinks and say we cannot do something? Look what's happening now, the pressure of the people, everybody getting on the streets, they are knowing it's too late. And in Germany, they are going to do a total boycott. Um, I forgot about which day. So, yeah, to be a healer in 2025, were not too many people searching for healing because most people are searching for money because they get underpaid and the boss gets richer and richer and they get underpaid, struggle to make ends meet or not make ends meet at all. That's most likely. It should be illegal to have three jobs to make ends meet. That's what I say. Trillions of dollars printed, yes, trillions of dollars printed, and you are still poor. But they have more numbers on the bank account. Basically, their illusion printing money is causing war. And they just think they can buy anything. And yeah, because people do not have a straightened spine, you know where it goes. So today, another day of haughtiness. So yeah, I go see who can connect because without money you can do a lot. With a little bit of money you can start production. And with a little bit of money, a little bit of effort, and a little bit of time, you can start a project. And that's what I did in the Philippines. And you can ask them if it works, what I did. And understand, I only used a mobile phone to get it done with a lot of screaming. But eventually the coin dropped, and they are doing well now. But yeah, they need, I believe, a little bit of guidance in the sense of professionality. But everything comes with, if you study as a child and you get enriched by studying as a child, and you get good studies, so not what is going on in 2025, and you get enough food so your brain functions are functioning, then a child can get more smart, simply because it's well fed and it gets the right education. But we need to do something together for a better future of the children. And, you know, in my own surroundings where I meet people, including friends and others, like in total, I notice, and this is, I sometimes sound arrogant because I simply want to show the truth. So there is always a lot of criticism between men, and it also depends a little bit how you are related. Between men, friends, blood related, colleague, and the Mr. Know It All, or yeah, it's probably human culture to talk so much without even knowing something. And people, and this is also what I knew when I was working for a big company, um, and I needed to teach people what they need to do for work. How many times they nod yes, but they didn't understood one word that you said. And I think that this dumbing down of humanity has lead to even more worse behavior. So the point that I want to make is, like, yeah, if do you bring to the table, or what can you do, or what are you doing? And not to mention the time difference between Europe and the Philippines, which is, when they wake up, it's in the middle of the night in Europe. When you wake up in Europe, and then I mean early morning, then it is evening in the Philippines. So with work and everything, it is not that easy to find time that also suits them. So it often was that after a day work, it was in the middle of the night to teach things about how to start a project. I had them create the tugis, so the tugi, the small one. So there is also a big one that you can see in the beginning. Produce them. So first I went to the internet shop of the Philippines, buying all the products, sending it to them, and they made tugis from it. Then I said, well, you can sell them also, but that's a difficult part. It's not happening. So I have a few here, and I was promised a year ago that some more would come. So yeah, I guess I'm going to be patient with that one because they are now also reconstructing their house, which did not even had one wall. It was missing one wall. That's not a wall, she said to me. Is that not your wall? No, it's the neighbor's wall. So that's how they built housing in the Philippines. You cannot imagine that here in the Netherlands or in Germany or the UK. So they simply built and used the house, the wall of the neighbors, the outside wall was their inside wall. So now they are making a wall there also, actually finishing the walls, and they got a new roof because it was raining inside. And that also cost time and work and a lot of rearrangements. But all that I did with one mobile phone and a lot of efforts and a lot of time. Like I was working 20 hours a day and I did charge zero. I did not ask for money. Even when they started the project in the Philippines on its own, because then I was the title boss, but I don't like the boss title. And how much do you need for your time and stuff? I say nothing because if the project is successful, and it did to them that they can prosper and that they can, you know, jump in life, then my goal plus the gratitude was enough for me. But to repeat such project is even more difficult, because things cost time. So if you have work, if you have children, it's not that easy. So I think that if I can do that with only one mobile phone, then certainly some people, if you want to help people, yes, that are, for example, poor. So in the Philippines, you can actually pick a family in the yeah, slums, you call it, eh? And you can help them if they have a bank account or something. Yes, you can go to wise.com, because if you say, I'm going to give a charity money, yeah, all these charities have millions on their bank account, and still there are people poor. So you can directly help one family with not too much money, a little bit of organization. Yes, getting them in a positive mindset of doing something. I mean, the one of the daughters is going to a dancing studio school now. One of the daughters I sent to a restaurant. I said, what is good for you is a little bit of socializing. You are going to work in the Horeca at a restaurant, and on the end, if there is food left over, you ask if you can bring it home. And that's how I also made sure that they got food at home. Well, I can tell you, she likes to cook and she likes the food, and I'm so happy she is a little bit chubby. So, but that happens, when you do not eat properly for a long time, your fat capacity goes up. So when they get normal fat eh, with food, the body thinks, oh, I need to make fat of it. So yeah, I'm happy that they are gaining weight as well, but not too much, of course. It must be a healthy thing. So yeah, that's a little bit how I think that we could change the world, that the things that we could do. But of course, you would not think about it when you are greedy. Of course, you would not think about it because you are too selfish and you are not thinking about somebody else. Yes, but I can tell you that when I asked the little boy, do you have enough food? Are you hungry? The expression in the eyes, yeah, that is, and the happiness, that is what is so much more than money. This is an experience. You cannot buy experience with money. Yes, and you cannot buy talent with money. But even if all these managers and production companies think so and putting the stage full of clowns that have no talent, yes, but they are within the evilness, so they get number one in the charts. That's why the top 40 is like utterly nonsense. You know, I like music. I every day my mind is searching for music. Yeah, so every day, and that is normal for me. So every day, if it's not that, I shouldn't do that, man. I shouldn't do that. What did I do? especially not when it's this hot. So that's also a possibility, yeah, that you say like, I hope it's tuned. Ah, could be a little bit better. Could be a little bit better. But yeah, every day, and genres. I'm searching music from Jan Gabarek, who is more classical music, like modern classical in the genre of Mozart. It was not too bad, but a little bit too bad. So let me see if this sounds better. Huh? So, yeah, this probably is at the moment not sounding the best because I didn't had the microphone set up. So yeah, I also bought them a guitar. How awesome is that? So I bought them a acoustic guitar and they were asking for it. But they are not playing it too much because music is important to children. Let's see if I can do an improvisation, just playing some chords about how it's going with this world and do we care? A long time I've been wondering. Something is not right. Something is not right. Why do you have problems, guitar? Are you not feeling well, guitar? It says this one is okay. This one is okay. It's okay. A little bit off. This is always the naughty one. Guitar players know that. Ah, I don't know, I found it. Why are humans so evil? Did we learn nothing to be kind? Did we open our hearts and minds? If we want to change, we got to do the right thing for me and you. Oh, the world is turning darker at night. Oh, the man is coming with hatred in their heart. And today we are facing eyes today. They are raging. We do pray, but will the children be saved? Or do we turn a blind eye? Yeah, should do that more often.